By now, I'm sure you've heard those big synth horn sounds in tracks like You Little Beauty by Fisher, Chill Like That by the Sunday Scaries, and more recently, Rhythm Machine by Westend and Max Styler. This horn synthy sound has become a pretty big staple in tech house, and it can add a ton of energy to your drops. So I wanted to show you a couple of ways that you can add some movement to these synths and give them a little bit of character. Just have a quick remake of Rhythm Machine here. And what we're going to be focusing on is this right here. So the first way you can add some character to these horns is by adding some pitch bend. So for example, at the beginning, I have a smaller pitch bend, which is doing this. Just so you can really hear it, I'll just exaggerate it here. Or you can have a really big pitch bend like this. If you're gonna go this route and you wanna pitch bend it up quite a bit, a really helpful thing to do is just set Serum's maximum bend range to whatever note you want to bend it to. So for example, I know that I wanted the note to land 7 semitones above a D sharp in this case, if I open the piano roll here. And so if I set the maximum bend value here in Serum to 7 semitones, then I know if I make this value as high as it can go, it's gonna end up exactly 7 semitones above the starting note here. Method number 2 is gonna be automating the fine and the coarse values. So I just have really simple shapes drawn into the LFOs down here in Serum. LFO 3 here is mapped to fine tune and oscillator 1. And the shape in LFO 2 is mapped to the fine tuning and oscillator B. So you can hear it slowly going like in and out of tune almost. Just so you can really hear what this is doing, I'll bypass these. Right, pretty boring, but if I activate these again and we play it, there's a little bit more character and it's adding this detuned texture to it, which is cool. The next one, and this is what you heard in like Fisher and the Sunday Scaries example, is automating some type of volume envelope. So I just have AutoPan here, the same kind of technique you can use in like Stutter House or whatever, to add like a tremolo effect. And you can even automate this as well. And then the last technique is just automating a delay or some type of reverb or maybe both to increase at the end of the synth noise so that it's going to be filling in this space here. So let's just take a listen. We can hear it delay out in this empty space. And to do this is really simple. I just have the delay turned on in Serum here, and I'm automating the mix knob to go from a really low value to about 50% towards the end of this synth note. Without it, it's going to sound something like this. And with it, we have something that's filling in that space. And when we have all of these together, maybe some like pitch bend stuff going on, we're automating some fine or coarse tuning, potentially some volume automation, and then some type of like reverb or delay or spatial effect. We end up with something that has a lot more movement and character to it than just a straight detuned, synth sound. Hope that helps.